Hey everyone, I'm back. I was away for about 10 days. I came home this morning. Today is July 6th. Of course, I'm sure you might be able to tell I got a little color, so I was down at the shore and spent the 4th of July down there and spent some time before the 4th of July down there. I went down a little early just because with work and everything, being in the office 2 days a week, I didn't want to leave this Wednesday, which was July 3rd, and try to drive down to the shore the day before the 4th of July. I'm not that crazy. So I went down the Wednesday before and spent some time down there, worked from home a couple days, and then took some time off to do some projects. But I did, in between the projects and the beach and the fireworks, I did end up hitting my favorite honey hole down there because I saw they had some new things, and I have this nice little box of wrapped treasures over here. So we're gonna get into it, and stay tuned to the end because there's something really, really good. I'm trying to see here. We'll start off with this. I picked up this mid-century wall hanging they had there. There is a larger piece that kind of goes with this, and I think these were like secondary pieces, but it was a really good deal and I couldn't pass it up, so I picked it up. It will be available on eBay, but it's a very nice piece in great shape with the ducks and the sunburst. Hangs like that. Very cool piece. Throwing the paper on the floor, what the heck. We'll save that for maybe the 3rd. And every time I go here, I get really interesting items at really good prices. So a lot of people have messaged me and said, why don't you film? I did talk to one of the employees there while I was shopping, who was super nice and super just open about things. They have had a not so good, and then they had a really bad experience with a YouTuber, and I'm not going to mention any names. They told me who it was, and they don't want to be filmed anymore. It was a headache for them. They had people coming in saying not nice things. It just was not a good situation. The whole thing was not handled well by the YouTuber, so they just have, and that's okay. I totally respect that. But in the meantime, they were showing me some really cool things, and they pulled some things out of the back that they weren't put out on the floor yet. So, for instance, this really pretty little compote with the cut to clear etching in it. Great little bonbon tray. You could use this honestly for like a pillar candle or just a nice little piece to display. And like I said, it's the cut to clear. It's a very nice piece, great for spring or fall even. So I picked that up. We'll just get into this because I think this is pretty cool, and I actually want to see if it reacts at all. This they had just put out. This is a piece of Murano glass. Nope, I don't think it does. Nope. I thought maybe it would glow under the black light, but it doesn't. This beautiful bird in this yellow color, it's fantastic. It's very nicely done. It's in great shape. This would be a really nice addition to somebody's collection. I just love that yellow color, that glowy yellow color. Even though it doesn't actually glow, it still has that appearance of that vivid yellow. So I think it's very, very nice. It's a nice size piece. I wish I had a tape measure here, but it was such a good deal. I picked it up. This was one of the other pieces that they had just put out, so I grabbed that. I forget what's in some of these boxes. Isn't that bad? Oh, I love me some art pottery, and this was a really pretty piece with the purple design. It's a nice little vase. It is signed on the bottom. I can't make it out It says something 89, so this was made 1989. But it's just a nice little vase, perfect for some flowers for the summer or to put on a shelf. I think it's a really, really nice, well-made piece. I think I know what this is. This I couldn't leave behind because it was only $1.50. It does have some bubbles in it, but the colors is just, they are really, really, they scream summertime. That's got like this lime green, yellow, turquoise. It's just a nice little art glass plate. So I might put this in the shop. I might put it online. But I just didn't want to leave it behind because it was so pretty. And you can see the different colors. It might have a rose or something here, but it's still a very neat piece. What is this? Oh. This I really like. This is an older piece. This little mini oil jar. And there's all sorts of stuff going on the bottom. I don't know what it is. I do know this is an older pottery piece. You can tell by the glaze and the design. It does have some age, some redware. The redware is kind of aged on the bottom. So I think this is a relatively good piece, and it was a very good price, so I picked it up. But it's got that great turquoise glaze on it. I think this is, oh no, this is not what I thought. I picked up this little perfume jar, and it's hand blown. It's got the neat top on it that's cut to clear. It's got the stopper on the bottom, and it's got the little dabber on there, polished bottom. It's a very nice piece. There is some gold flecks in it, so it could be Murano, but I just thought it was a neat piece for display. You can tell it's hand blown because the neck's a little crooked, but I think that gives it character. But I love the color. Again, something great to mix into your fall decor, or if you like amber glass, this is a really neat piece to add in. Yes. I have to grab both of these. This is a great pair of, I believe they're Blinko. There was, I thought, a sticker on here. Maybe I missed it. These are Blinko. These double candle holders, I think they're just fantastic. I've seen a lot of people start to use these recently for winter displays. A lot of people are collecting the different Costa Boda, snowball candles, the Blinko textured glass. I just think they have a really good mid-century look to them. And I think if you put some brightly colored taper candles in these and put them on a table, I think they're going to look fantastic. They're in really nice shape. And I really like them. I think they have a very good look to them. You could honestly use them year-round every day. But they have the design to them is what really drew me in. So these are going to be coming up for sale. And I am going to throw one thing in here that I picked up at another store. I only bought one thing, but I got this little porcelain owl that's very detailed. And I think this is it's got a little bit of age to it. It's got a great face. So I picked that up in one of the local thrift stores that I popped into. I've never been into it before. It was a kind of like a church-run thrift store. They didn't really have a ton of stuff in there, but that was there. But the grand finale from my honey hole, this lovely swung glass face. And I do believe it might glow. It does have a little bit of uranium glow to it. This light, you know, it's a little mini flashlight, so I do see a glow to it. Let's see if you can kind of see it there. I think if we had a really big flash or a light, this would be just on fire with glow. I got this for a steal. I can't remember the last time I walked into an antique store and saw a vase like this, and it wasn't a couple $100. This was under $50. But it's got this really neat pedestal base to it. I really like it. I think it's fantastic. I'm tempted to sell it online. I'm still kind of getting my head wrapped around the idea of trying to ship one of these, because this is a tall vase. This is, you know, it's tall. It's not a tiny one. Makes me nervous. And I know Misty over at Thrift or Junk or Vintage Hunter is always like, these can be shipped, these can be shipped. I'm still nervous about it. I know the post office, if you wrap it, I've shipped a lot of glass over the years, it gets there, but every once in a while you have that angry mail carrier that chucks the package, breaks it into a million pieces, and then you have to deal with it. So I'm gonna think on it for a little bit. I don't need to sell it right away, so I am gonna think on it, but if anybody's interested and they're local, let me know, we can work out a deal. But that's pretty much what I picked up. I do have a couple other things I'm gonna do some filming on. The same day I ran up to my honey hole, they talked me into driving a little bit further north to the last day of an estate sale. And that was a very cool mid-century house on the bay. I think there was a lot of really neat things. I didn't get a ton of stuff. I did get a few things, and I got, I think, a good deal on it. I also ran over to a 3-day garage sale and picked up some things right around the corner that I was surprised things were still there. So we're gonna be doing that in a separate video. And then I got to go through a house and pick out some really cool stuff, and it didn't cost me anything except for my time and labor. I did have to trade some furniture moving for that, but we will do a video on that, and I'll give you a little bit of background on how that happened. So if you liked anything in the video, leave a comment down below. Make sure you check out my eBay store. The link is down in the description. If you like the video itself, feel free to give it a thumbs up. We always love to see the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, and I know a lot of you watching this video are not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It helps me out, and it also helps you out and lets you know when I put out new content, which is typically Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, unless some catastrophic emergency happens. I always try to get the videos out. Again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I appreciate you all tuning in for this, and we'll see you on the next one.